Noninkables. Hello, welcome to Noninkables. So finally back home. I know I started to do like what seemed like it was going to be a daily update at Gen Con, and then got tired. We stayed for like an 8 p.m. sealed, and so didn't get back to the hotel until like almost midnight. And so I decided that I would just do like a big recap once I was home, which is now. I think first things first, let's talk about the haul. So we brought a separate suitcase to Gen Con because we knew we were going to buy stuff. And so glad I did because then I was like, oh, I can buy whatever I want pretty much. And we bought a bunch of stuff. So um, first, we bought a bunch of stuff for our daughter who's like almost 3. Cassie, one of the judges for Lorcana, has a daughter kind of like same age. And so she recommended this company called Haba. And so we got 3 games from them. And one is called Here Fishy Fishy. And it is like you roll a dice, it lands on a color, and then there's like fish that have magnets on them. And so you pick them up with a little fishing thing that also has a magnet. And then you're trying to collect like I think you're trying to collect like certain, like a full set of the stuff. We also got a game called Hello Hello Calamario, which is like an octopus game. It's basically like, can't even see it. It's let's see, in focus. Yeah. So you have like this middle piece and you're just trying to match all your little tentacle pieces. And then because we are F1 fans, we also got a game called Monza. And it is like there is a track and be in focus. There's a track, you roll dice, and then whatever color you roll to, you move your little car there to that color, and you can change lanes, basically. So you have to like strategize if you want to stay in your lane or change lanes. And then there's like little tires. I think those are probably pit stops. So we got those, and then because we got 3 games, it came with a free game, which is Prima Ballerina. And it is like a dancing game with different movement cards. So it's like a top half of a body and the bottom half of a ballerina body. And you are supposed to match them, I think, do certain movements. And then it's like super Asian. We got a game called Octo Grabo. And in this game, you have a dice and you roll the dice and it lands on different animal. I'm trying to get this in focus. It lands on different animals, and then you have to pick up those animals, and they all have a hole in the middle, and you have to use chopsticks. So I'm just gonna try to get her to use chopsticks more. She kind of already uses chopsticks to eat noodles, but they're like the little kid ones that are attached at the top. And this one does come with like a little attachment, so you can start like that, but then eventually you can hopefully be more dexterous. So those are all the kids' games we got. And then in terms of other games. Okay, in terms of other games, really the one big game we bought was Positano. I remember seeing this game last year, and we didn't have the room, so we didn't get it. But since we had the room this year, we got it, and it's super cute. You're a condo builder, and you're trying to build stuff with a beach view, and then there's like you bid on basically your lot, how many cubes you have, and then like what kind of roof you have. Brian and I played a couple times, and I just forget that. I mean, he's a green steel player, so he chose to build very high buildings in the front to block my building's views, um, which is a strategy. And then we also bought stuff at the Ravensburger place because if you bought Locana stuff, they would give you a promo. So I bought a trove because the trove came with these very cool sleeves that you could only get if you bought the trove. They are these Ursula return sleeves, and they're like holographic, and then they're pink on the other side. So I bought the trove basically for the sleeves because I don't really care about the trove. And then a Hades mat, and then with the purchases there, you would get a promo card, a goofy promo, which I will show you later because we have a lot of promo cards to go through. I also got, oh, fell, this. It is a 3D book nook kit of a cyber cafe. It comes with lights, which is kind of why I got it because I've seen a lot of the wooden ones, but this one actually comes with like LED lights, and it looked really cool. Um, and it comes with like sheets. You punch out all the pieces and you put it together. So I'm excited about that. Put this on the ground so it doesn't fall. I also bought oh my gosh, things are just falling. The Villainous Unstoppable game. So we've played Villainous before and it was pretty fun. We played it one time, so I don't feel like we were playing it to the full like capacity. But this one is their new one, and it has Hades, who I love, Ursula, who's awesome, Scar, and Maleficent. Also, the art looks really cool. Kind of why it's kind of like an impulse purchase. And then I also got the Neopets Battle Dome 25th anniversary pack. The Neopets Battle Dome actually ended up being very useful because it was like this giant box that was big enough to hold playmats. And it had a lot of empty space because they had all this like extra plastic packaging. So I just took all of that out and actually got to put a bunch of stuff in there. So the Neopet portion came with this damage counter. It's two-sided. It goes to 20 and then goes back down to 1, which is nice because then you can use that for Lorcana. Um, what else? It also came with the dice. They're pretty big, so you can use that for like playing online. And then a bunch of Neopets cards, which I have stored somewhere else. And we'll show you them when I find them. The 25th anniversary Neopets came with a mat. So I do plan to foil out this mat. Look at it. It's so cute. It's got Kajik. It's got the penguin, the other ones whose name I don't remember. And then because we bought it on Saturday, it also came with this free mat. We got 2 mats. And then what else did we get? We played in the Riftbound Learn to Play. So we did end up, the Riftbound Learn to Play came with 2 starter decks and a promo card. The promo card was, I don't want to say this girl because I don't know any of the characters I Riftbound, but it was this girl. Let's see where I put those. These are the pair cards. Those sleeves and more sleeves. And what are these? Oh, I think these are all my Neopets cards. I'm gonna have to figure out where those promo cards. But it came with the promo card of the I don't know her name. It starts with an A. She's like a hot kitty cat. And then we ended up trading one of our starter decks so that we could have. We had 2 Yasuo, so we traded one away. Now we have 4, and they're all different. So that's exciting. And then I think the Riftbound stuff went on sale today. Did we miss the start of the sale because we were on the way home? Yes, we did. And then my Neopets cards, which nobody plays Neopets, but the cards are all very shiny and I like them a lot. My favorite one that I got was a silver Kachi. I just think it looks beautiful. Look at this. She's so cute. She's so pretty and she's silver. All right, so that is like the Neopets part. Brian ended up playing in a lot of learned plays, so he got a bunch of like promos and starter decks and stuff. So see, we have like, I don't even know what games these are, to be honest. We have this. What game is that? Don't know. I know he played in Gundam. and maybe Union Arena and Dragon Ball. So maybe it's one of those. This one is Universe, and I think these are Dragon Ball. All these ones. Oh, Digimon. Yes, this is another universe. Oh, these are my Neopet sleeves that came with the Neopet set. Oh, and then this is Attack on Titan, also universe. So a bunch of like free cards. Oh, and then we were walking by some random booth, and then they gave us this game, Tacta. Don't know what it is. Um, yeah, so that is, I think, all the stuff that we bought. And then let me show you all the Lorcana stuff. Okay, so for Lorcana, the participation card was this or Pluto, sorry, not Goofy. This Pluto card, and we have, I don't know, like probably 20 of those. Because we did so many. And then we also have two full play sets of these Anas, which you got for doing the collector's quest, which is like a new thing where they give you a sheet of paper. It has like six cards, and then everybody opens 3 packs, and then you have to like trade people to try to get all the cards on your sheet. And we ended up doing, I think, 3 first chapter ones, and on the last day, they had like an extra challenge one that was like harder. It had like 3 rares, I think, on them. And so I ended up doing one of those. You didn't get like more cards for that or anything. I thought you would. I thought you would get to do like both the common and the rare one, but they just took the common one. So it was actually just like more work. But that day, like there was something wrong where the organizer's key card stopped working overnight for Sunday, and so Sunday morning we were scheduled to start at 8. We didn't even go in the room until like 8:20. So as a sorry about that, they gave us 2 Ana promos, which is how we have 2 full play sets. And then when you play in all the other tournaments, so there was sealed, there was draft, there was core, there was triple deck, all of those. If you went 2-1, you would get a Rapunzel like this gifted artist promo. We have 5. We probably could have gotten more, but I was doing a lot of dropping and entering into a new competition to try to win the 3-0 prize, which is the mat. So it's like their convention mat that they do every year. It has a character from every single ink color. We got, I think, 2 last year. I'll show you the ones from this year. Looks like it says 2825 at the bottom. Definitely 100% going to foil this out. So we ended up getting 3 of them. So I won 1 in core constructed, and then Brian won 2 in seal. And that is it for promos. Also for Lorcana, when you played, everybody got a pack for every round that you played, you would get 1 pack as participation, and then the winner would get an additional pack. So we opened a ton of packs. That way, all Reign of Jafar, we got 0 enchanteds, but a couple legendaries, and I think we're almost done with our master set of foils and our 2 play sets. I think the only card we're still missing is Ratigan for some reason. That card just doesn't like this. Like I always open up Chief Bogo, bazillion of those. And basically all the other legendaries, just not Ratigan. And then what else? I think that is it for the haul video. So the next video will be talking more about like the day-to-day of all the events that we played in at Gen Con. We had a great time. We did not get sick in the middle, at least so far. So far feeling good, not sick. But we'll see. I think last time I was sick by the time we came home. And Brian got sick, was quarantined into the hotel during the weekend. So didn't get sick this time. Had a lot of fun meeting people. And yeah, tune in for the next video where we'll talk more about that. I think that is it for the haul video. I forgot to mention in the first haul video that I posted that I also splurged on this dice. And now I'm a dice girl. This was from a booth called Level Up Dice, and this was apparently part of a set, but they lost one of them, and so they had to sell them as singles. And I looked at so many dice, and this is still my favorite one. It looks like it glows from the inside, and like the design on it is like holographic and so pretty. It's glass. And I've been trying to find more dice like this, but even the set that they sell is sold out. I also don't need like all the other types of dice besides the six-sided, I think. But yeah, look how pretty it is. Can't believe I forgot to mention it. There we go.